Shatling, what y'all know about RSD, also known as rejection sensitivity dysphoria? If you have ADHD, or if you have a crippling fear of people judging you, or how others perceive you, or social rejection, then you probably know a thing or two about RSD, even if you don't know it by name. Now, recently, I have been trying to go outside my comfort zone. As you probably know if you've been watching my videos, I've been trying to vlog more, go outside more, socialize more, talk to people more, increase my confidence in general. And RSD kind of tickles me in all of these areas, but it's really come out to play in the realm of vlogging. So I want to talk about it. Let's chat, okay? Take a seat around the campfire. Let's have a discussion. All right, Shatlings? Let me explain what RSD is first, before I get into the meat and potatoes of how it is fucking me in particular. So, RSD is exactly what it sounds like. Rejection sensitivity. You are sensitive to rejection. And I'm pretty sure it's in a social context. Let me just look that up. Rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Okay, so it's not just social. My RSD is very focused on social things, but I don't think it has to be social. It's an intense, sudden, and overwhelming emotional pain triggered by real or perceived rejection, criticism, or failure. Okay? It is commonly co-occurring with ADHD. That's why I said if you have ADHD, you might know a thing or two about this. Now, what does it look like? What are some signs that you can look for? I don't want this to be like one of those TikTok videos where it's like, if you walk on your tippy toes, then you're autistic. New research just dropped. If you have ever walked on the tips of your toes in your entire life, then you are certified autistic. Like, clinically speaking, you are autistic. I don't want to be like one of those videos, but I'll just share with you some things that I've experienced so that maybe they'll open your eyes. No, it's not diagnostic criteria. Just trying to give you some examples, okay? So, one way that RSD has showed up for me is in texting. Let's say I'm in a group chat, I send a text, I'm trying to be funny or something, no one responds. That's like the worst feeling ever. It genuinely, there was a period of my life, in high school, of course, where this would happen frequently. Not like I was just hella unfunny, even though I was, but I was so afraid of social rejection, and I was in lots of social environments. So I was texting people, I was interacting with people. And anytime I would send a text and it wouldn't get the response that I thought meant I succeeded and that they accepted me, it would feel horrible. Like, genuinely, I can barely even describe it. It's almost like a physical pain. It was like stressful. I was fearful, I guess, sort of. Again, it's really hard to pinpoint the emotions, but it felt like shit. I can tell you that much. It felt horrific. Let me close this tab. I was so afraid of how my friends or my classmates or whoever would perceive me. I was thinking way too much about other people's perceptions of me. Because in reality, nobody is thinking about me that much. Like, let's be so for real. Imagine somebody that you know sends a text in a group chat and it was kind of unfunny and nobody responded. Who cares, bro? It's not like you're gonna be thinking about that, like, oh, haha, they're unfunny. Yo, this person sucks. I'm gonna think about this for the next 2 weeks nonstop. They're gonna forget about it in 7 seconds. Like, nobody actually thinks about you as much as you think they do. I feel like there's a very common phenomenon that is not just specific to RSD, where people think that other people think about them more than they actually do. Which, this is actually a cognitive distortion, I forget what it's called. Damn, it would have been so aura if I knew the name of the cognitive distortion. Whatever. Hey, somebody comment it. If you know what I'm talking about, please comment it. Anyway. So, we already think that other people are thinking about us more than they actually are. But with RSD, it's like life or death. It's like everything you do is dictated by your fear of how other people will perceive you. So this showed up for me in socializing, it showed up for me in texting, it showed up for me in content creation. It really showed up for me everywhere. It looks like me caring more about how other people think of me than about being authentic. and doing what I want. It looked like being humiliated if one of my IRLs found my old art account. Which, who gives a fuck, bro? Who gives a fuck? Yes, I have autistic interests. Yes, I liked Has Been Hotel, Gravity Falls, Ed's World. What about it, bro? Like, what's the problem, genuinely? But despite being able to think about it logically and recognize that I'm allowed to like what I like, I'm allowed to do what I want, I'm allowed to have certain interests even if other people don't find them interesting, despite being able to recognize that when I'm in my thinking brain and not in fight or flight, it still feels like the end of the world anytime I am experiencing real or not real social rejection. It is the worst feeling ever. Okay, so what does this have to do with me right now? Have I defeated my RSD? No, not in the slightest. But have I made progress on defeating it? Maybe. Yeah, I've made some progress. I mean, for starters, I used to be terrified of sending texts or emails. I would ask my mom to proofread them or help me write them because I didn't know what to say. Because not only do I have RSD and I'm afraid of people judging me, but I also am autistic, so I don't know how to socialize, or word things, or interact with people, which is something that I'm trying to learn. But because of my extreme fear of rejection, I would just go over and over and over, reviewing my texts, reviewing my emails, not knowing where to even start. Brother, it's a fucking email. Like, no, my computer turned off. It's an email. Nobody cares. Nobody's thinking about it that much. Just say what you need to say and move on. But I didn't think that way. Now I do, okay? So this is improvement. Now I can write emails. I can be confident in my own writing abilities. I don't need to go to my mom to proofread my emails. Can we get some applause, please? That took years of... Maybe it took a couple years to nail that one, but hey, we did it in the end. We did it in the end. I can now write texts and emails. But RSD is, in fact, still tickling my rectum, which I did say in the beginning, so I'm now going to explain to you how it is. You may or may not know that I am interested in vlogging. I mean, content creation in general, but I'm going to talk about vlogging specifically because this is where my RSD really comes out to play. I have been wanting to vlog. I have been wanting to record myself speaking in public. I'm not trying to be a nuisance. I'm keeping to myself. I'm making sure not to include anybody in my video. Alright? Unless if it's like a person that's 1 pixel in the very, very, very far away background, I suppose that's okay. But like, if I'm in an aisle of a store and somebody walks by, I'm clipping that shit out. I'm not being a nuisance. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to record anyone without their consent. And I'm not yelling. I'm not cussing. I do put a little, I dampen my vulgarities when I'm in public. I don't even like cussing in public. So I'm doing my due diligence. I am not being a nuisance. Logically speaking, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not doing what is so popular on TikTok and other platforms where one will build an audience off of just being an asshole. I'm doing the opposite. I'm so shy. I legitimately don't understand how people do that. Where are they getting this confidence? Please share some with the class because Jesus Christ, you can do all that. You can annoy people intentionally and record it. And I don't even have the confidence to record myself on a regular ass vlog. Like, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. So, as you can probably infer, I am terrified of filming myself speaking in public. I don't know what it is. It's like, I said this in my vlog, in my Target vlog, I feel like I'm very aware of the space that I'm taking up, and I think that other people care about me way more than they do. I have a right to take up space. I have a right to speak in a store. I'm not yelling. I'm not causing a ruckus. I'm minding my own business. Like I said in the vlog, it's like having a friend with me. Who cares that I'm talking to a camera as long as I'm not bothering anyone? It's literally the same thing as if I had a human being right next to me that I was talking to. It's no different. You know what else is funny? During my Target vlog, I recorded a video for my mom to tell her, like, hey, I'm considering getting this thing. But then I was like, wait a minute. That was so easy. Why the fuck is it suddenly easy to record a video when I think that there's a purpose to it? I think that the purpose is to send to somebody like my mom, and suddenly it becomes easier. But then when I try and vlog again, boom, right back to being terrifying. I feel like everyone's watching me. I feel like they're judging me. I mean, hey, life hack discovered. Why is my face itching, bro? Y'all know I have super reactive skin. Like, God forbid I itch right here. It's gonna be fucking red for the rest of the video. I'm just so scared of taking up space, and I'm so scared of people judging me. But at least I'm aware of this now. Now that I'm aware of it, I'm gonna try and attack it, and I'm gonna try and, what's the word? Mitigate? Lessen? Defeat? Conquer? I'm gonna try and get rid of it as much as I can. And I think the way to do that is exposure therapy. I think the way to do that for me is to just practice taking up space. Practice recording myself in public, which is really hard. Oh my gosh. I so badly want the confidence that I see in some others. People who can go in public and just vlog and just talk like it's nothing. I really hope I can get there one day. Because I'm so shy right now. I am so self-conscious. Once again, I feel so aware of the space that I'm taking up, and I feel like I don't deserve to take up space. I felt this way for a while, where I kind of feel that others are above me. Not like I have an inferiority complex, but like, it's fine when other people take up space and are vlogging or whatever, like that's fine. They're confident, but I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't take up space. I'm the shy one. I should be small and quiet and keep to myself. I think that's because of my autism, because I've just been conditioned to think that I'm awkward and I should just push myself down and be shy. Maybe. I'm just brainstorming here, kind of fanficking, but hey, it kind of makes sense in my brain. So I'm gonna try my best to really rewrite that coding in my brain. I want to take up space. I want to be confident. I hate being shy. Hey. And I have a success story from today. I did run into an old friend at the gym, and I talked to her, and I was successful. They call me Mr. Sociable. I actually did a decent job, and I was very happy with myself. So, we're making progress. Now, when I go about my day, I'm consciously thinking, how can I be more confident? How can I teach myself that I'm allowed to take up space? This is a really odd and small example, but when I'm running and I have to cross the street, I'm always so shy, like, oh my gosh, wait, does the car want to go? Should I wait for them? And I'm just so, like a fucking doormat. One time somebody just like blew right past me as I was literally crossing the street. Like, they were all supposed to yield, and this car just blows right in front of me, but I'm just like, oh, did I do something wrong? Bitch, I need to be more confident. Things as small as crossing the street make me panic a little bit, because it's like, does the car want to go? Are they going to judge me if I start walking? Are they going to be mad at me? Because I'm taking up too much space, I'm making them wait. Is that bad? Bitch, just go. Just walk. You have the right of way. It's things like that I need to practice. And I need to practice them again and again and again, and I need to be uncomfortable, and I need to teach myself that I am allowed to exist, and I'm allowed to do normal things like a normal human being. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and vlog more. I'm going to try and record myself, even though I revert back to a 5th grade level of speaking when I'm vlogging. Like, it's all of my English capabilities gone. I'm in fight or flight. I'm just analyzing all the people around me that could possibly be judging me. I don't know why it's so scary. I rolled the absolute worst stats when I begun this life, in this corporeal realm. I rolled the worst stats for, social confidence? I'm just so shy, but hey, we're gonna work on it. One day, you will see me thriving. You hear me? You'll see me thriving. I'm gonna learn to be more confident, and twin, if you resonated with any of this, I'm cheering for you as well. We're in this together. Let's work on being confident. Let's work on telling ourselves that we're allowed to exist and take up space. Alright, twin? Hey, thank you for joining me. Make sure to be kind to yourself and take care of yourself, and follow my Twitch. Okay? Okay. Bye, twin. Mwah!